I sort of think it's time we talked about the NightHawk Custom T3. Cue the intro. Greetings YouTube, lock and load ninjas, interwebs at large. I bring to you today the second in a series of reviews that have been long in coming simply because of the pandemic that was sweeping. And finally some things opened back up and I could get back out on the range. And today we're going to talk about the NightHawk Custom T3. I would call this a purpose-built gun because its purpose is as a concealed carry weapon or a small carried weapon. You have a commander-sized slide and barrel, 4.25 inches, with an officer-sized frame. So this is about as small a signature as you can get and still have a pistol that shoots like a big boy pistol would shoot. And I call them big boys because, you know, 1911s are sort of large, and I like double stacks, so that makes them larger. This shoots, as far as its accuracy and the way it feels and the way it handles the recoil, it shoots like a big boy. But it also has some features that you would find in a much larger pistol, like the magwell. This is one especially made for this pistol. It is a really low profile magwell, while at the same time you're still going to get the benefit of having a magwell. The rear sight is called the Heinie Slant Pro Straight 8, and it has a little dot of tritium right there, which mates up with this little dot of tritium right here. And you can see the serrations and everything on there that sort of blended in, which is a very nice touch. On top of it, it is serrated as well. And in addition to when you're sighting and lining up and everything, this also reduces glare or reflection on your barrel if you're shooting outside, that's a pretty good idea. I like that. The grips on the pistol are G10 Allen grips. They're texturized in sort of a wavy pattern. And in addition to that, it has little flutes, which also aid in the grip. No logo on it. It's a very low vis, sort of low profile kind of setup. In addition, you have the, of course, the crown barrel, which is a match grade barrel. This one is in 9mm. They do make it in 45. So you have your requisite checkering on the back and front strap. And this grip on the gun is just enough for my hand, which my hands are a little bit fat. Amazing what can happen when you're filming a video. And of course, to finish out the whole idea that this is purpose-built to carry, of course, to round out that package, the entire gun is dehorned. Magazine is I'm not really sure what the mag capacity is on it, but it is definitely a deep cover kind of gun. This would be very, very easy to conceal. We would be remiss if we did not mention that NightHawk Custom trigger, which is just, you know, awe-inspiring. Because I could. I knew already that it was going to shoot like a NightHawk, but I still took it to the range to find out. Did you really expect anything different from what you saw? I mean, this little pistol is impressive for what it is. Not surprisingly impressive, and let me explain that. What I mean by that is when I say not surprisingly impressive, I have handled many NightHawks now, which is a blessing. It's a blessing to have them as a sponsor. But I've handled many NightHawks now, and one uniform thing I find is the way everything is put together to optimize your shooting experience, if that makes any sense. So no matter what the caliber is going to be, they all feel roughly, if you have ever fired a NightHawk gun, maybe one or two, right? I think you could be, if there was a way to shoot a gun blindfolded, which sounds like a stupid idea, but I think just from the feel of the gun, as far as the way it functions and the way it feels when you pull the trigger on it, I think you'd be able to tell a NightHawk gun from just about any other 1911 out there. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. It's my opinion. Okay. The importance of a gun like this is, especially of purpose-built guns, because some people will get one gun and just say, this is the gun I'm going to carry. And then they'll just have that one gun. And they'll carry that one gun. And they're happy with that. Some people have other requirements. And it becomes a matter of either need or preference. With some people that want to be out there in the world, in life, carrying a gun this size, there is, and you know, this is the shape of things now. For some people, they want to find a gun they can carry concealed comfortably, at the same time not giving up any effectiveness of the weapon, of carrying a gun in the first place. So this is one of those guns. It fills that niche, fits it very nicely. And once again, you know, with the execution that NightHawk puts together, one gun, one gunsmith. Nothing, no surprises here. This is a gun that I would carry if I didn't have to send it back. At this moment, I'm watching a lot of social media, and I'm watching a lot of people making certain statements and all this other stuff. And, you know, in the 70s, I was integrated. My school was forced integration. And I never had any issues. And I was bused 35 miles to go to a school in a black neighborhood in a black community. And I never had any issues. And I've never had any issues. And I think the key to racism, to stomping out racism, which I don't know that you can ever stomp that out. But if you're sitting around here going, how do I not be racist? How do I get past that? I think the key to life is just to treat everybody the same. Treat everybody the same. Don't worry about their pigment. That's just that's just the way it is. I don't buy into some of this stuff. Some of the things they say about, well, you've got this, you've got that. What am I supposed to do about that? What are you supposed to do about yours? The privilege is in being an American. Do we have some bad people out there doing some bad things? Yes, we do. And we need to root them out, and we need to deal with them. But we cannot paint with a broad brush. Serves nobody no good at all. I see you guys starting to hit the subscribe button, and I really do appreciate that. And if you like this kind of content, and I hope you do, maybe think about giving me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think about what I said. I'm eager to engage on this. I'm just not going to do what everybody else is doing. Getting out there, and I've seen people doing things where they're like putting up black squares. How do you treat people though? I'm not looking for virtual reality. I'm looking for real reality. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I got 2 projects coming up right now. I've still got 2 rifles to review for you. That's all in the making. Tell you what, have a good day. I am out of here.